guys, today is day 4. I'm sorry about yesterday, I didn't have any time, and 2 days ago it was so windy, you couldn't hear anything. So, again, guess where I am? Sydney, well that's correct, but you have to guess the exact spot. This is a bit hard, I know, but I'm sure you can do it. If the camera is a bit shaky, don't worry, it's a monopod and there is some wind still, so I'm sorry if that's not the best thing. But wind here is really a blessing. At night it's perfect if you are able to leave your window open and some wind comes through. I'm usually listening to podcasts or music, for example, so if other people are walking outside, it's not that big a deal. Another problem is that I have flatmates, 4 or 5 other people, depends on the weekday. So, and they can be a bit noisy. They sometimes come at 2 a.m. and then they think it's a good idea to listen to Bruno Mars' Grenade at full sound, which, I mean, it's a great song. No harm to Bruno Mars there. But, you have headphones and maybe like a bit less. So, let me tell you about my days. So, I finally got my Westpac account. Not sponsored, but Westpac was the only account I could open from Germany and already have a account that I can prove. So that at the border I can say, look, I already have an Australian bank account. I'm really serious about making money here. I'm not just here for the fun or overstaying my time. Well, I'm also here for the fun, but I also want to make money while I'm here, of course. So, and then there's a website I will link down below, which says it's able to transfer money easily from Germany to Australia or any country to any country, and it uses less fees. So there's still a fee on the exchange rate. The exchange rate is about 1.4, I guess now, and they exchange at a 1.3 rate. So they take that 1% and they keep that, which is amazing depending on your other ways of transferring money. If I transfer with my normal bank, firstly it's a $20 charge, not based on how much you transfer, and then they take 3% of your transfer money. Well, and as you can see, there are airplanes coming in all the time, and we have some workers. I will show you some clips later of them working down there. I'm not really sure what they're doing, but well, maybe you can find out and post it in the comments later. Now what happened then, I went to Hungry Jack's, I think that's the name, for my first time. I think it's a better McDonald's. It has burgers, French fries, and well, that's it. Doesn't have a variety that McDonald's has, with a lot of salads, wraps, McNuggets, etc. But they have big drinks here, which is awesome. If you say a large drink, it's 1 liter bottle, I'm not sure, it's huge. In Germany you get half a liter or 3/4 of a liter, which is nothing if you're really thirsty. Well, on the other hand, here it's super hot all the time, and in Germany it's -2 degrees now. So I think at the end it flattens out. And well, money is a little bit tight right now because the transfer didn't go through. So I took some money, some cash over the ATM, and that's huge fees again. They take something off the exchange rate, then the bank here wants a fee and my bank wants a fee. So if you want to transfer money by cash, so going to the ATM, taking cash, going to the tender and bringing your cash there, it's like the worst idea ever. So like, don't do that. And well, I'm pretty lucky. I pay $120 a week, which is nothing for Sydney, but I'll give you a room tour maybe the next week, depends, because my roommates don't really want to be in the video, and some parts are really not that nice. The cupboard is placed in such a way that the fridge can't be opened. So it's really tricky. No, the other way around. The cupboard can't be opened because the fridge is in its way. It's really retarded. It's stupidly made. In Germany, you will probably get shot if you're an architect and you would design something like that. But, well, like German engineering, it's hard shit. So then I'm touring on Sydney now. As you can see, today it's not that big of a deal. I don't really have something planned. The next days I have a really good thing. I was desperate, or was just surfing the internet, and then I found a site called Meetup. And the idea is brilliant. It's a Facebook for people who take it seriously. What I mean by that is when you have a Facebook group, it's usually, well, conversations, and you'll never meet each other. Maybe one day if two people of a group of people really feels connected and they trust each other, that they can see them in real life, then they do it. But the good thing is with Meetup, the first idea is that you meet new people and then you create groups. So I signed up and there were hundreds of groups in Sydney. There's VR group, 3D printing, general talking group. I found a lot of quiz group, Scrabble group, book classes, Photoshop classes, etc., etc. So I signed up for a lot of those. Tomorrow evening there's like a general discussion group. 80 plus people signed up to be there. I don't really believe it's going to be 80 plus people because someone always has something. But I mean, if I meet 50 new people and I just get to know 2 people better, then that's already a huge win. And I mean, oh, come on, wins. And the difference between being a tourist and being someone who's really here is that you have friends here and that you know more people and that you do stuff. So that's pretty amazing. And behind me, I think that's not a big spoiler, but behind me there were a lot of tourist ferries. As you know, there were groups, or there's a guide which goes to you on a ferry and then tells you, whoa, there's this building, it's that and that old, that and that got shot in there, this guy died, this guy fell off there, and so on and so on. So I'm not a big touristy fan because I want to explore at my own rates, and maybe that's a bit mean, but I do not always trust the tourist guides. I know it's a bit harsh and so on, but, well, I'm a curious guy, and you always need to think what you hear. I hope this works. So this is my sound, as you maybe guessed it, and that's my camera. So, well, what else? Not too much wind and so on. Oh yes, Fruit Loops. We do have them in Germany. It's a kind of cereal. It's like a little super sugary cereal wings. We do have them in Germany, but they were so freaking expensive that I never buy them there. Usually someone else has them in the home and then I take them. And what other thing I noticed? On every street corner there were easy stores, like ESY stores. It's, if you know a tank stop, usually they have a small shop where you can get bubble gum, small drinks, and chips, maybe some pre-packed sandwiches, etc. Well, in Sydney, it's everywhere. Let's say you have a stroke, and the only thing that can save you from a stroke is a diet Mountain Dew. You won't die in Sydney. Never ever really die in Sydney, because you just need to get up, take a few steps, and oh, easy store. Or easy store. The cool guys would say it. So, if that's your disease in Sydney and your cure is Mountain Diet Dew, then come live in Sydney. So I think that's it for those days. If I know anything else, I'll of course get back to you and I'll show you some footage of where I am and how it looks like from here. Okay, till later.